There are hundreds of different car models sold by dozens of automobile manufacturers each and every year. So when a single model strikes a chord with people, it is generally pretty special. The best-selling models of all time are generally ones that have been around for decades, but that isn't the only key to success. They need to stay current and competitive for generation to generation. Historically, four models rises above all other when it comes to sheer number of units sold. At the very beginning of the automotive industry, Ford has managed to capture the heart of the consumers nationwide with its Model T. The car has gone on redefine the industry and set sales record that would only be broken by a handful of cars even a century later. Many of these best-selling cars are still sold today, which means the ranking from one year to the next will stay pretty constant. The following list was created using data from number of sources and best-selling cars list. These are the best-selling cars of all time, and they all have their merits and demerits. The VAZ 2101 has gone by many names, including the Lada 1200 and the Lada Riva. Launched in 1970, it was a re-engineered Fiat 124, which itself dated to 1966. It wasn't necessarily an impressive car. In fact, it was pretty terrible. But it was one of the few models people behind the Iron Curtain could afford. The fact that people still drive these cars should stand proof of how timeless and reliable these were. Surprisingly, this model remained in production until 2012, and over 19 million units were sold worldwide. Commissioned by Adolf Hitler himself and designed by the man responsible for Porsche brand, the Beetle was created to be the people's car, a car affordable and practical enough for common people to own. Although designed in 1930s, due to the World War II, civilian Beetles were only begun to produce in significant numbers by the end of 1940s. Launched in 1938, the Beetle took the world by storm in 1950s and 60s, becoming a culture icon in this process. Both the vintage Beetle of 1938 and the newer models deserve the same spot in our list. Newer versions of this car haven't been quite as successful as the old one at connecting with the culture, but the model has managed to carve out a niche of its own. Surprisingly, the original car remained in production until 2003. The car was initially designated as the Volkswagen Type 1 and marketed simply as the Volkswagen. Later models were designated as Volkswagen 1200, 1300 and 1500, where the numbers indicates the engine displacement. With over 23 million units of this car is sold till date, the Beetle is the longest running and most manufactured car of a single platform ever made. The Volkswagen Golf is a compact car produced by Volkswagen since 1974. Marketed worldwide across 8 generations, these cars are produced in various body configurations and under various nameplates, such as the Volkswagen Rabbit in the United States and Canada, and as the Volkswagen Caribbean in Mexico. Simply put, the Golf saved Volkswagen as it tried to figure out where would to go in a post-Beetle world. Offered in number of trims over the years, from economical diesel commuters to legitimately sporty GTI and Gold R versions, the Golf is fun to drive, comfortable, good-looking, versatile, and as reliable as it gets. Initially, most Golfs were 3-door hatchbacks. Other variants includes a 5-door hatchbacks, estates, convertibles, and a Golf-based sedan called the Volkswagen Jetta, Volkswagen Ventro, or Volkswagen Bora. The cars have filled many market segments, from being a basic everyday car to a high-performance hot hatchback. Till now, overall 30 million of these models were sold. The Ford F-Series is a series of trucks marketed and manufactured by Ford. In production since 1948, the Ford F-Series is a range of light trucks marketed as full-size pickup trucks. Since 1999, the F-Series also includes the heavier duty and super duty series, which includes pickup trucks, classic cab trucks, and medium duty trucks. As of current production, the Ford F-Series includes the F-150 pickup, F-250, F-450 Super Duty pickups, F-450 and 550 Super Duty Classic cabs, and F-650 and 750 Super Duty Classic trucks. The most popular version of the F-Series is the F-150, now in its 14th generation and upgraded to F-150 Raptor. The third generation of F-150 Raptor will hit the market in 2021. With more than 40 million units sold till now, the Ford F-Series is the second best-selling car of the world. Among all cars to ever become a household name, the Corolla seems to be the all-time most popular choice of the average consumers. Introduced in 1966, the Corolla was the best-selling car worldwide by 1974 and has been one of the best-selling cars in the world since then. In 1997, the Corolla became the best-selling nameplate in the world, surpassing the Volkswagen Beetle. The first Corolla generation was introduced in November 1966 with the new 1100cc K-pushrod engine. Early models were mostly rear-wheel drive, while later models have been front-wheel drive. The 12th generation Corolla in hatchback body style was unveiled as a pre-production model in March 2018 at the Geneva Motor Show. The station wagon variation of the 12th generation Corolla, called the Corolla Touring Sport, was unveiled in the 2018 Paris Motor Show. The sedan variation of the Corolla was also unveiled in the same year at the Guangzhou International Motor Show. Toyota reached the milestone of 44 million Corollas sold over 12 generations in 2016. Today the number is even bigger than that.